4 years ago, we found a galaxy pretty close to cosmic dawn, which was unusually luminous. Compared with its neighbors, it was 100 times brighter. It's surrounded by a huge envelope of hydrogen gas that's glowing. Typically, at these early times, the galaxies that we see are about 20 times smaller than the galaxies that we see around us today, for example, the Milky Way. Yet they're producing young stars at about the same rate. They're very energetic, but they're very compact. Cosmic dawn remains a mystery because we don't really understand whether it was a moment that was brief, where the galaxies all simultaneously switched on for the first time, or whether it was a gradual process over many millions of years where galaxies slowly began shining for the very first time. We know that when early galaxies switch on, they probably contain a lot of very young hot stars, and these hot stars probably radiate energy into deep space, breaking apart the hydrogen atom in deep space. Exactly how all this happens is a mystery, and by studying galaxies during these early times, we hope to answer those questions. The particular galaxy that we are studying here is a merger of 3 of these little galaxies, and it's this merger which produces a sudden flaring of energy that allows this halo of hydrogen to glow so ferociously. And I think we now understand why this galaxy is so much more luminous than its neighbors. It's actually being seen at a very special time in its history. Our new observations show that this galaxy is indeed very special. Its 3 objects are merging together, a triple merger, and it's the power from these 3 objects that makes this envelope of hydrogen gas glow. Hubble images allowed us to see very clearly that this is not indeed one galaxy, but it's actually the merger of 3 independent small galaxies all coming together. So I think because of the Hubble observations, we now have a pretty good idea that we are indeed seeing this object at a very special time in its history. The ALMA observations were motivated to find out whether this galaxy was mature, that is, have these 3 galaxies been around for a long time, and particularly what is the composition of this cloud of gas surrounding the galaxy. The ALMA observatory is unique in that it has the sensitivity to detect heavy elements, magnesium, oxygen, carbon, the stuff that makes up you and me. Now, these chemical elements are synthesized in stars. They're not produced in the Big Bang. And so we naturally expected that if this triple galaxy was well established and old, that it would contain these chemical elements. After all, it's forming stars at a ferocious rate. To our utter amazement, we found that a very deep and sensitive exposure looking for carbon, which is synthesized in stars, was not detected at all. And so this suggests that the gas cloud around the galaxy is actually quite primitive in its composition, containing only hydrogen and probably helium, and has not yet been enriched by the products of nuclear fusion in the stars in the triple galaxy system. And what this implies is that this system is much younger and potentially what we call primeval. That is, it is a very first generation object that is being seen. If true, that's very, very exciting. It's not 100% watertight that this is what we call a primeval galaxy, but it's a very exciting and tantalizing indication that ALMA has the capability to locate such objects. So at the moment, we would like to study more objects with ALMA, maybe probe a little bit deeper into earlier times to find further examples. All I think we can say now is we found a tantalizing object, and that, of course, encourages us to get more observations from ALMA of further objects and perhaps to probe earlier in cosmic time. It's very interesting because the ALMA observations open the door to more detailed observations with other future facilities such as large ground-based telescopes and the upcoming launch of the James Webb Space Telescope. So clearly this period of cosmic dawn is now going to be an area that is going to be intensively studied, and I think the ALMA observations give us a first indication of the excitement that's to come.